We can also look at mapping diagrams to determine whether or not functions are relations. A mapping diagram shows x values, or the blank being mapped to y values, or the blank. What is our x values also called?
Domain.
The domain. The domain being mapped to the
Range.
range. Yes. Okay? To be a function, the x value can only have what? What do you think?
One of each number, like it can't repeat.
Yes. So, to be a function, the x value can only have one range each. Okay? What does this mean? This means you can have as many ranges as you want, but you can only have one domain, okay? You can only have one domain. You cannot have different, you cannot have the same domain, okay? You cannot have the same x. What does this mean? Well, decide whether each mapping diagram is a function or not. 1 goes to 4, 2 goes to 8. Is this a function? Yes, this is a function. Function. Because 1, I would say, one domain goes to one range. I don't know why I capitalized range. Let me capitalize domain. There we go. Okay? That's why. Alright? Look at this one. 1 goes to 4 and 1 goes to 8. Okay? If we were to write this out, as an ordered pair, it'll be 1, 4, and 1, 8. This is not a function. Not a function. Okay? Reason being is because you have one domain going to 2 ranges. Okay? You have one domain that goes to 2 ranges. Okay? You cannot have more than one domain. Okay? Because by it going to 2 ranges, that domain is stated twice. Okay? If I were to put this in a graph form for y'all to understand, okay? You have 1, 4 and 1, 8, right? So if this was a graph, right? Then you would have 1, 4 and 1, 8, right? And if you have the vertical line test and that vertical line comes down, is it touching both of these points? Yes. And so if the vertical line is touching both of these points, is it a function? Not at all, okay? And this is why you can't have the same x going to different ranges. You can't have the same domain going to different ranges, okay? But look at this. You have 1 and 4, right? And then 2 and 4. So therefore you have 1, 4, and 2, 4. Is this a function? Yes, it is, okay? Even though you have many different, you can have as many ranges as you want, all right? As long as they're split up between different domains, they work, okay? This is a function. Okay? One domain. Goes to pretty much one domain goes to, I would say not one domain, different domains. Different. So instead of one, say two. Two domains go to the same range. That's easier. Two domains going to the same range, okay? It doesn't necessarily matter how many domains you have, okay? You can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going all of them going to your range of 25, right? 125, 225, 325, 425. That still makes them a function, okay? Now, if you had 125, 225, 325, 125, that's not a function anymore, okay? Because you have two of the same domains, okay? Cool? Cool? All right. Whew. We almost done. All right. So, name the number of hours on Facebook, right? You have the name. This is where we can label right here, okay? We have our name, X, and we have the number of hours, Y. Mr., let's say, this is a shout out to John, Mr. Toes. Mr. Toes, is his arrow going to anything? Nah, he doesn't spend time on Facebook. John knows why. Carol. Carol spends how much time on Facebook? 2 hours, right? Ashley spends how much time on Facebook?
3.
Zane spends 0, so he's like Mr. Toes. David spends 3.
I wonder where Zane is.
And Idris spends 7. Wow, 7.
That's half a day.
Golly, what?
That's half of a day.
No,
Daytime?
12 hours. Well, I guess you could say that. Yeah, that is. Now that I think about it. Half of the day. 8 hours, maybe. So, Idris, 7 hours. So, if we were to look at this, is this a function?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the domain has 2 zeros. So
Good stuff. Function. Okay? This is a function because no domain, well, you don't see the domain going twice to something, okay? TV show and channel. I don't watch Jersey Shore. I sometimes watch Scrubs. Sometimes I watch CSI. I mean, who here has never seen it? Everybody likes CSI, right? But at one point, Scrubs was on Comedy Central, NBC, and ABC.
Not a function.
It is not a function at all. Good job. Not a function. All right. Is this boring? Kinda.
It's because I know. It's just repetitive.
Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. I want to drive this point home to y'all because tomorrow we will be going over equations of a line. Okay? Point slope, slope intercept, standard form. Okay? And in order for me to get y'all to graphing, I need for y'all to understand what a function is. Yes, you were right. It is quite redundant, thus rendering it just boring. But for a good reason. Ain't that right? All right. I'm done for the day.